Hey Sheara, I just wanted to take a minute to show you how your lesson turned out for day 1 and 2 of foundation. And instead of scheduling a meeting, I thought I'd just send you this video so that you can kind of look at it. And at some point, if there's things that you think need to be changed, we can certainly meet and talk about it. But basically, when students open up to your lesson, it will look like this. And I like this program because everything is on one page. And so I think it's a little bit easier for students to follow along and kind of go in order of the way that we want them to go in order. I think in Blackboard, when we try to have video links and that kind of thing, we put them in a folder, and if they click on the wrong link or they do something out of order, the lesson doesn't necessarily make sense. And so the way that this is developed, it kind of goes in order. So what I've done is I've titled the lesson here, and then I put an estimated time to complete the lesson because I think that's important that students sit down and kind of block off that amount of time to do the whole thing at one time instead of trying to piecemeal it. Then I have your picture of the presenter, and actually what's neat about this program is I have your picture from our website, but also if they click your name, it'll direct you to the website and your CV. So if they wanted to learn more about you, they can just click that link right there. So then we have the lesson objectives. These are the ones that you listed. Basically, these are the takeaway points. So these aren't the course objectives. Those are actually listed on the introductory page to the course. But these are just what students what we want to get them thinking about when they're completing this lesson. Then we have the short written introduction. And then we have right here on the screen your video that you developed in the studio. And so what's really nice about this is it's just right here on this page. It opens up right here on this page. They don't have to go to it, it doesn't open up in another box. So there's the video, and then after they do the video, we want them to remember professionalism is required and should be practiced in the learning environment and the field setting. I changed classroom to learning environment because these students are online, but and then they will complete this activity. So this activity is just a little kind of a game. There's no grade attached to it, but just something to reinforce some of the things you covered in the video. One being, what are core social work values? What's professional behavior? So the way this works is they'll flip over a card. Punctuality, is that a core value or professional behavior? And they just plug it right into where it needs to go. If they accidentally put it in the wrong spot, they'll hear that noise, and then they'll know it should go somewhere else. So that's just a short little activity I developed for that. And then finally, we have the 2 additional videos that you have. So video 1, they'll watch this video right here on the screen. And then video 2. So the first video, I prompted them by saying, hey, watch video 1 and note the 8 tips provided. Now we're going to watch video 2. And this, of course, is the funny video. So then finally, after they do that, they're going to click on this box, which says complete the following essay assignment. And when you open this up, I did actually put a value of points on this, and I haven't quite decided how to handle this. It's just definitely going to be a completion grade. It's a pass-fail based on completion. But this is the activity that the critical thinking questions that you wanted them to follow up with after viewing the 2 videos. So, so that's what they'll do there. And then finally, there's an evaluation. So at the very end of each lesson, and I haven't entirely developed this because I need to get a hold of the foundation day 1 and 2 evaluations that they complete at the end. But I like doing it this way because the lesson is fresh on their mind. And what we're asking them to do is now do an evaluation of that particular lesson. So for this one, it just says, congratulations, you've completed lesson 1. Please complete the rating below before moving on. Hover over the star to determine your rating. Once you select a star, it will submit automatically. So this lesson covered the objectives. If they put 1 star, it says strongly disagree. If they put 5, it says strongly agree. And then, of course, we have the in between. And then once they click on it, it gets submitted to me. And I can tell you a little bit more about how these activities get submitted to me. There is a way to embed them into Blackboard, and I haven't quite figured that part out yet. But that's something, that's a project that I am going to figure out how to do that. Because if we can really get this embedded into Blackboard, I think it's just a more user-friendly way to present a course. And then finally, the last thing that they have is click the box below if you'd like to share feedback with your instructor about this lesson. And so here they can provide any comments about the lesson. This actually might be an opportunity for them to say, I still have a question about this, or that, and then they can submit that by clicking finish, and then it will get submitted to me. So again, this is how the lesson turned out. I hope you like it. And if you have any questions about it, please let me know, and we can make changes as needed. Thanks.